Hi guys, welcome back. And if you're new here, you're welcome. And today we are going to retouch this photo together. And what else? I just want to say thank you to Joseph for the photo. I'll put up the link to his channel in the description. You can check him out. It's really good. So for more content like this, subscribe and smash the bell button so that every time when I put up a new video, you will be able to receive a notification. Let's do this. Okay, so before we do anything here, I just feel like the picture looks too red. So I want to reduce that. So I'll come here on white balance and then I'll reduce the white. I'll change the white balance to somewhere around 5300 kelvins. Yeah, and I just feel like it's too dark. So here I'm just sliding the level slider, just trying to just brightening the picture a bit before I take it into Photoshop. The highlights maybe to about -10. This is fine. Let's open it in Photoshop and come here and then edit with Photoshop. We're in Photoshop now. Let's fix the face. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this same layer. Ctrl J or Command J on the Mac. So I'm going to use the healing brush. Come here and then you select the healing brush and then make the size a little bit bigger, and you hold the Alt and then you sample and then you start healing the skin. So this is the before, this is after, before, this is after. Okay, so I'll make the layer. Alt Ctrl Shift E and then patch 2. Then what the patch 2 does is you select the part like this. You want to replace this with this one, so you select it and then you drag and then you let go. So this is our before, this is our after, this is our before, this is our after, this is our before, this is our after. I think we are done with the removing of the blemishes, and we're going to do the frequency separation here. So
hope is the last thing that I need. Wanna feel something that's real. With you I get that.
I'm going to learn my frequency separation action. I'll put the link in the description where you can get it, and after you download and then you install it, you find it on this tab here. So just come on AK frequency separation, come on this and then play it here. So it's going to ask you the radius. Reduce the radius to 0.1% and then pick the area where the texture is too much. So I'll pick this side here. So I'm going to increase the radius here to the point where I can't see the texture, like to the point where all the texture disappears from my face. So I'll keep doing that and check in here, keep doing that. I think 12 is fine, and then I'll I'll place OK here. So I'll come in the frequency separation folder and then come on the lower frequency copy, and then let me disable the high frequency copy so that we can see what's happening here. I feel like the 12% I can still see the texture here, so I'm going to delete it. So I'll delete it. I want to run it again. Let's go 20. Let me disable it. So the value differs according to the texture of the face, of the texture of the model you're working on. I'll go on the lower frequency here, the mixer brush, and then I'll start mixing. So when you're mixing, mix according to where the colors are. So like we are here, it's bright, so we are going to mix the bright part here, and then here it's dark, we are going to mix the dark part here. So let's keep on mixing these colors. So what I'm going to do here, I want to fix these lines here. I want to just make them a little bit smaller. Yeah, so on top of a frequency separation layer, I'll come on create layer, and then I'll make a new layer here, and then I'll pick the hidden brush tool here, and then let me just zoom it a little bit. So let me just reduce the brush size. I'll sample here, and then I'll mix it. Sample here, then I'll mix it. Sample here, and then I'll mix it. Sample here, and then I'll mix it. Sample and mix. Zoom it out a bit so we can reduce the opacity somewhere around 85%. Let's zoom it in, and then we see what's happening here. So just want to fix this part. So I think we're done with the frequency separation and fixing. I know we'll fix a lot of things. I know we are going to get back to some of the things here after the dodge and burn. So the next part we are going to do here, it's a dodge and burn. So what we are going to do is we'll make this part a little bit brighter and this part a little bit darker. So let's proceed with the dodge and burn. You know, dodge and burn is just a process of making the person stand out. So I'll come here on adjustment layers, and then I'll choose the curves. So this one is for dodge, so I'll rename it dodge, the middle part here, and then I'll drag it up here. So this is for our brighter part, the dodge part. I'll do another curve layer. I'll do a curve, and then this one is for the shadows. So on the mids here, and then I'll push it down. I'll drag it down. So this is for the dark part, and then I'll put this in a group. And yeah, so I'm going to learn my dodge and burn action. I'll delete this, and then here there's a dodge, and then there's a burn adjustment layer. So for you to see what's happening, or for you to know the parts that you are going to dodge and the parts that you are going to burn, is to create the layers that are going to help you see the parts that you are supposed to dodge and the parts that you are supposed to burn. Let's make those layers. I'll come on adjustment here, black and white adjustments, the black and white here, and then it's going to help you notice that these dark parts, these bright parts, are the parts you're going to dodge, and the dark parts are the parts that you're going to burn. You can come on reds here and then drag them down so that you see more of the parts that you're supposed to dodge and the parts that you're supposed to burn. So I'm going to learn my dodge and burn checker. So what's in this folder is the same thing that I was telling you about. There's the black and white and the curves and the solid color. So these are just going to help me to see the parts that I'm supposed to dodge and the parts that I'm supposed to burn. We start with the dodge. I think the black and white is too much. Let me go in the checker and then come on the curves here, and then I'll just push it up just a bit like this. So I'm going to disable the frequency separation folder so that we can see the original photo. It's going to guide us with the dodge and burning. So we start with the dodge, then zoom it a bit, and then I'll pick the brush, and then I'll set my opacity to 100, the flow set it to 3, and then I'll start dodge and burning now. So let's disable the check and see what we've done. So this is our before, this is our after, before, this is our after. So let's enable our checker and then we keep dodging and burning. So before, so after, so before, so after, so before, this is the after. So I'll keep on dodging and burning this photo. I'm not done yet. I'll just keep on dodging and burn it until I'm satisfied, until I'm happy. So I'm going to speed up the process again. So I think we are done with the dodge and burn. I think we are done, but if we see some place that we're supposed to dodge, we'll go back there and dodge that place again. Before we do the color grading, let's first fix the eyes. I'll make a new layer. I'll choose the healing brush and then we'll zoom it a bit, and then I'll sample this place here, then it's too big, and then I'll sample here, and I'll sample, and then I paint, sample, paint. I think we are okay with this. Then come on the other side. We do the same here. Let's create another dodge and burn. And for this, I'm going to dodge and burn the lips in the eyes. I feel like this thing right here, it's distracting. Let's just make another layer on top here. Another layer, and then let's fix this part. So I'll choose the healing brush, odd, and then I'll zoom it in a little bit, and then I'll start fixing this part. So I have my teeth and eye whitening. You can download it in the description below. After you download it, install it. After install it, just come on actions here. Just come on action, teeth and eye whitening, and then just play it. So it asks you, just keep on placing, okay, 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 kaboom. So, and then you open the folder, and then here on photo filter, just choose the brush, and then this time put the opacity at 100, and then you zoom it in, and then the layer mask is black, put the foreground color to white, and zoom it, and then it's whitening the eyes now. So I zoom it out a bit, and so before and after. So let's reduce the opacity to somewhere around 50%. So yeah, so this is our before, so after, before, our after. Put a curve adjustment here so that I just want the eyes to pop. So I'll come on the middle of the curve, and then I'll push it up to like so, and then I'll invert the layer mask, Control I, and then I'll get the brush tool, and then increase the opacity, and then I'll just paint it here, in the side here. And then zoom it out a little bit. Then we reduce the opacity to 30% here, and then we save it. So let's see the before and after. So this is our before, this is our after. This is our before, this is our after. Let's color grade the photo, but we might still come back to dodge and burn. But let's color grade it for now. Let me try and put my LUT here and see how it's going to look. So I'll come on adjustments, and then color lookup table, and then I'll come on load 3D LUT. So I'll reduce the opacity somewhere around 11%. It's our before, after, before, after. So this LUT is in Vintage LUT Pack 2.0. The Vintage LUT Pack is a LUT Pack that has 16 LUTs. So let's see what we have there. So I'll put it at 100%. I'll go here. So let's start with the fader, see what's going to happen. So this is what's going to happen when I use the fader, and then we use the opacity to somewhere around 25%. So before, so after, so before, so after. So let's try another LUT. I'll take it at 100%. Then I'll use the EK Signature 7. So this is the EK Signature 7. So this is, let's reduce it to somewhere around 25%. So this is the before, this is the after, it's the before, it's the after. So let me just take it back to 100%, and then I'll go back to LUTs, and then let me use a casino and see how it's going to look. So you see, reduce the opacity, it's before, it's after. So signature 1, signature 2, you get signature 3. So if you're going for this look, and then This is signature 4. This is signature 5. So this is the signature 6. It's a signature 7. And then velvet. Yeah, Ike 1. Yeah, this is before, it's after, before, this is after. This is a pirate. So you guys, you can check out my LUT pack, my vintage LUT pack 2.0. It's a dope LUT pack. So let's proceed with so which one am I going for here? So I'll go with, I think I'll go with the signature 7. No, I just want that melanin punch. So I'll go with the, I think I'll go with Ike 1. Let's see. Before, after, before, after, before, and after. Let me just reduce the opacity just a bit. So I'm around 30%. Let's see our before, after, before, and after, before, and after. I'm going to add the gradient maps on top here. And I'm going for, there's this custom gradient that I made, so one that I'm going to use. I'll show you how I made this gradient maybe in the next video, but this, what it does, it's going to just push the whites, the dark part darker and the brighter part brighter, so that it can create that 3D look. It's the one that I'm going for. So I'll place OK here. Then I'll set the blending option to luminosity here. So this is what it does. So before, it's after, it's before, it's after, it's before, it's after. So I'll just reduce the opacity just a bit, maybe somewhere around 30%. Before, after. So this is before, so after, so before, so after, so before, so after. I just feel like it's got that blue tint in it. So let me just try to fix it just a bit. Come here, and then we'll do a selective color. Let me come on the yellows. And increase the yellows. Let me push the yellows up somewhere around 10. I'm going to add another adjustment layer, selective color here. And then let me go on the whites and then put somewhere around -30 and see what's going to happen. And I'll add another selective color. And then this time I'll go on the blacks, and then I'll push the blacks this side just a bit. I'm going to merge the layer, come here on top, and then I'll Ctrl-Shift-Alt-A. I'll convert it into a smart object so that I can scale it up. So Ctrl-T and scale it. Let me sharpen it a bit. I'll make a copy, Ctrl-J, and then I'll come here on a blending option, and then I'll choose linear light. Then I'll come on filter, and then I'll come on others, and then I'll go on iPass, and then I'll put it at maybe 0.5, and I'll place OK. Then I'll make a copy of this same sharpening layer, Ctrl-J, and then I'll come on iPass, and then I'll change. Okay, what I've done here, let me cancel it. So since I made it, this copy that we made, I I converted it into a smart object. So what I did after adding the iPass, if I want to change the value of the iPass, I can just double click here instead of going back there. So I'm able to change it to whatever I want at any time that I want, because it's a smart object. I'll change the value of the radius to somewhere around 1, and then I'll place OK, and then I'll put the layer mask here, and then I'll invert it, Control I, and then I'll zoom it a bit, and then I'll choose the brush, and then I'll zoom it a bit, and then the layer mask is black, the foreground color is white, so I'm going to paint the eyes like so to make them sharper, like this. Like this. Let me reduce, zoom it out a bit. So these are before, so after. Let me just reduce it a bit, and let me zoom it a bit. This layer here, so before, so after. Let me just reduce it a bit. Let me just add a little bit of red. Come on, selective color, the reds, just a bit of that. I think I love what I've done to this photo. Yeah, so if you've learned something, smash that like button, or if you just like the video, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And you can check my digital store, you can check my vintage art pack there, and some free stuff there. See you in the next one. Peace out.
Hope is the last thing that I need. Wanna feel something that's real. With you I get that.